Okay, it's 5:30 in the morning.
And it's beautiful.
So you can see that, yep. And we're already hearing reports it's beautiful, the weather's nice. We're getting off the bus here at Herod's Gate, and we're going to be going right in this gate here so that we can begin the walk down the Via Dolorosa. There he goes, carrying the load of bread through the streets.
A couple of days ago, I pointed to the Antonia Fortress. Do you remember that big square building with 4 towers? Do you remember that?
Yes.
We are inside that building, but we don't know where, because that's a huge building at the time. We do know that we are inside because we found a number of the Lithostropus, what we call, that is a paved road that is inside.
Second station. Jesus
Second station.
We adore you, O Christ, and we praise you. Jesus is made to carry the cross on which he will die. It represents the weight of all of our crosses, what he must have felt as he first took it upon his shoulders.
So our group is coming in now. We just came through the doorway into the courtyard of the Holy Sepulchre. We'll pray the last 4 stations of the cross here. This is our group now venerating the stone of preparation for burial, the stone of anointing. There's the front door of the church. Calvary's up there. We just came down. Jesus was crucified up there, brought down to be anointed and prepared for burial at this stone. And just to give you a quick sequence, here is taking Jesus down from the cross. The stone we just looked at, he's being prepared for burial. And very soon we're going to go around the corner to the right to the place where he was placed into the tomb.
On the first day of the week, Mary of Magdala came to this tomb early in the morning, while it was still dark, and saw the stone removed from the tomb. So she ran and went to Simon Peter and to the other disciple whom Jesus loved, and told them, "They have taken the Lord from the tomb, and we don't know where they put him."
This is the Church of St. Anne's, 1,000 years old, built by Crusaders, and it has perfect acoustics.
This water was actually channeled or tunneled underground to the temple, and that's where they, in fact...
We're at the Church of St. Anne, where Mary was born, but also the pools of Bethesda, where the man was cured in John chapter 5.
Used these two pools because they had other cisterns that were within the walls. You see, those were outside the wall at the time. It's always hard to maintain such things if they're outside. So they started using pools inside the wall, closer even to the temple. And immediately when there's a source of water that is abandoned, who do you think will take over? Shepherds. Why women? I think you need to be reset on that issue, because he's going to make his wife drink water all the time after you go home. You're going to be the water woman.
On the Sabbath. What happens if the 8th day falls on a Sabbath? One law has to trump another. And so the Jews went in favor of it was okay for the mohel to circumcise the baby, even if it was on the Sabbath, to keep it on the 8th day. So knowing that you can circumcise on the Sabbath, Jesus then argues back with them, I just made a man whole. He was not whole. I made him whole. You say that I can't do that on the Sabbath, yet you think it's okay to make a man less than whole on the Sabbath. Why do you criticize me for making a man whole on the Sabbath? Isn't that a good argument? Yes. I mean, it helps. He's great. It helps that he's God, but it's still a good argument. He was still very good at arguing. Now, one of the things that the fathers of the church saw in this, they didn't just read a passage on the surface. They also dove into the water to see if there's any meaning to the depths of this. And one of the ways is to take the number 38, that he was here 38 years, and to do a search on your iPhone using Logos Bible software, logos.com. I keep mentioning it because I want you all to get it. And in logos.com, you do a search, and you find out that 38 is used somewhere else. It was the number of years that the Jews wandered in the wilderness. After St. Anne's, we went to the Western Wall, and this is the Dung Gate where we passed through. Unfortunately, it was the Jewish holiday of Rosh Hashanah, so we were unable to take pictures, but I did include some of the pictures I've taken from before so you can see where we were. Most people don't think of Jesus being Jewish, but he was very Jewish and he loved the temple. We were able to pray at the wall and to discuss it a good bit before we headed back to the hotel for lunch and the continuation of our day.